and welcome back to another episode of Black Law and Legal Lies.
Lies.
Guess what?
What?
Where we concentrate, ruminate, participate
You're
in the telling of all things legal, maybe a little lies. I don't know. I am one of your hosts, Just Ann. You can follow me at I Tell Legal Lies on Twitter. You can follow the show across all social media platforms at Black Law Podcast. And you can don't ever follow Becky because she will press charges.
Stalking.
Restraining orders.
And I am Dan, a.k.a. Dan on drugs. However, I am not the one on drugs. But you can catch me on Twitter and IG at I am Dan on drugs. You can also catch me over at A Few Screws Loose, the podcast about mental illness by the mentally ill. And that's the 1st and 15th of every month. Follow us at Screws Loose Pod.
Or, because they are mentally ill, sometimes it might not be the 1st.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like the 28th, 17th, 12th. Nigga asked me, hey, what if I did it on the 32nd? Like, man, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere. Would you like to introduce yourself, ma'am? She has had yet another edible.
I'm sensing a trend here.
Yeah, this is the second week that you've been on your edibles. So I guess I'll tell a story. Let's start with a story. So I had a friend that went, because we're going to throw Jayden Hollywood in this too.
Oh, Lord.
So our boy, our homie, our road dog, Jayden Hollywood, he came down last year. He's going to be back in May. I told you.
Oh, Lord.
He came down, recorded with us. It's funny because we recorded an episode and the episode was but the conversation after the episode was actually
very good.
Yeah, it was way doper. And I think it took me a while to warm up to kind of meeting somebody for the first time. But Mr. Hollywood recommended sativa.
Mm-hmm.
No, indica. Which one?
Sativa. Well, indica, if you want to come down, you're in the couch.
Yeah, indica. Mm-hmm. So he recommended, he asked me if I ever smoked weed. And I'm like, a few times. And for those of you who don't know, I talk often about my anxiety issues. And it is I have to say this because we had a conversation earlier on A Few Screws Loose about people appropriating the mental health culture. And I have anxiety. I have depression. No, you just sad because your bitch left you and fucked another nigga. I wake up like this on a good day.
You're so angry.
Yes. But anyway, no. So Jayden asked me, he's like, yo, have you ever tried weed? And I'm like, yeah, bro, that shit gives me panic attacks. And I can count probably on both hands how many times I've smoked weed in my entire life.
On both hands?
Both hands. Mm-hmm. And it's just never worked for me. I always end up with rapid heart rate, lightheaded, dizzy, and panic attacks. It induces panic. So Jayden says, bruh, that's not what you need. What you need is this indica. And you need that clinical grade shit. So I'm like, I'll try anything once. So had a friend go to Colorado. I said, yo, my boy Jayden Hollywood said I need to try this indica. So I said, bring me back one of the, whatever the upper one is, bring me back one of the downers, and then bring me back the hybrid, the mix shit. Got all of them. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, Jayden. We're going to see what this is about. And I was feeling kind of anxious. So the first day, I popped one of the edibles, right? The same edible that Becky's been eating for the last 2 weeks.
Gummies?
Yeah. No, the mints.
Okay.
And so I called this friend about an hour later. I'm like, yo, this shit you bought back in some bullshit. This some regular old candy. You got me some placebo effect shit. Man, fuck out of here with this shit. I was mad. I'm like, that was a lot of money for these Tic Tacs. So I go out, I start cutting my grass. About an hour and 45 minutes into this, after taking this, I noticed there's this patch of grass that I'm just walking in a circle with the lawnmower in. And for those of you who can see me on video, my head was kind of cocked to the side and I'm just pushing the lawnmower in a circle, and I keep missing this patch of grass. So I just keep walking in a circle. And I'm like, damn, this patch of grass is hard to cut. Then I looked up and like everything, I don't know. When I do weed, it's like my vision's a little different. Like it's kind of spotty and slow motion and whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh shit, I'm high. I need to go lay down. And the friend told me, they said, only take half of one to see how it works. So I took the half. And then 30 minutes later, I took the other half because the first half ain't do shit. Man. So then fast forward to the sativa. The indica, because that was the sativa. So the indica. We were watching, what's the shit with, what's my girl? With Issa.
Oh.
Insecure. So I'm like, that's kind of something to chill out and watch. So I had the little vape pen with the sativa, I keep saying the wrong thing, but the downer
indica.
weed.
The indica.
So I hit it a couple times, like 2-3 times. Mind you, not a smoker. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching. And I'm like, this show looks so fake. None of this would happen in real life. Although I know a lot of wild people, they're not this wild. Like this shit.
So you became an analyst.
I was analyzing the whole shit. I'm like, why are they in this swimming pool at this apartment complex they don't live at? Someone will call the cops on you. Y'all are black too. Y'all know that, right? Why are you
commentating?
Yeah, like why are you sucking dick on a Ferris wheel? Nobody does that. There's other people that can see you. And then I said, I gotta piss. So I kicked the recliner down, or at least I tried to. And I said, where my legs at? I could not feel my fucking legs. So I'm like, and I didn't want to panic, right? So I'm like looking, and every time I get high, it feels like I've done something bad. I've done something terrible, and everyone knows it, and they're judging me. And that's my anxiety shit. But I'm like, so Becky's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. That weed shit ain't even work. Because I ain't want her to be judging me for being high. And so she's like, you sure you're okay? Yeah. So I'm like, how do I get up and piss if I ain't got no legs? So I sat there and I formulated a plan on how to get to the bathroom with no legs. Yo, so I roll over to one side, like just kind of, well, not roll over, but I'm rocking. I rock to one side. I rock to the other. So I'm like, my legs are physically there. So I hit one of them. And I didn't feel the shit. So I said, fuck it. I got to piss and I ain't pissing. So we just going to try to do what feels like getting up. And if I fall, I fall. So I got up and I'm like on wobbly ground. I'm like, my legs just felt like jello. I don't know if any of you.
This is why it's in the couch, because you are planted in the couch.
Man, I don't know if anybody's ever been punched in the head and like kind of lost their balance, like your equilibrium when your brain hits your skull. That's what it felt like. So, no bullshit. And I actually do this when I'm not high. I threw my guards up. And Becky will tell y'all, I walk through the house every now and then, and I throw my guards up, and I'm just walking through the house.
This is true, America.
It's just, I don't know, man. So, say all that to say, damn, 10 minutes. Thanks, Jayden Hollywood. Thank you, sir.
You said all of that to say
thanks.
Thanks, Jayden. Thanks.